So one of the first exercise drills that we go through for her is going to be teaching her leash pressure. And the way that I do that is by going certain directions, and then as soon as she starts to overshoot or go the wrong way because she's either not focusing on me while we're walking together, gets distracted, or gets excited, she'll feel that tension on the leash. Right now, because I want her to get used to as little pressure as possible, I'm not going to exert additional pressure by pulling back or by walking away, but instead I'm going to give her time to recognize that she is stuck on the pressure of the leash, and then look to me for advice. And then when she redirects her attention back to me, that's when I'm gonna give her the praise, treats, and then offer guidance on where she should go and what she should do. As she gets better, and as you'll see as the exercise goes on, then we'll add directional pressure as well. The key here is, because I want her to get used to responding to a softer leash pressure, I want to replace additional pressure with just additional patience. Okay? And then also, because we're going to be doing a lot of stability work, I've got the placement mat here, and we're going to get her used to sitting on it for an extended period of time and then releasing for treats. Okay? Ready, place. There you go. Good girl. There you go. So her first time seeing the mat, she's still uncertain about it. So as soon as she kind of puts her front feet on there, I release the treat, let her know it's okay. Good girl. Up, up. There you go. Good. Sit. Perfect. Good girl. Good job. Stay. Okay, let's go. Yes, good girl. So now all I'm going to do is try to keep the leash nice and loose and go straight through the obstacle course here. It's not really much of an obstacle course, but just laid out some cones as a boundary. Good girl. Okay. She's doing a really good job of paying attention to me. I'm going to turn around, go back through again. And what we'll really be looking for is when I do something to test that leash pressure recognition, like she's looking forward that way. Good girl. Going back this way. She's paying good attention. And this is another good reason why when pups are pulling on the leash, it's mostly because they are excited with something other than yourself. Because if she's excited with you and focused on you, she's usually pretty good about following. Good girl. Okay. So I'm going to stop and give her a treat for the extended focus. Good girl. And some pups will also kind of check out after they get a reward, so seeing if that happens as well. Okay. Place. Good girl. Okay. Good. Good job. Okay, come. So she's doing really good. So what I'm going to do is just suddenly drop back. Good girl. And I'm going to add directional pressure just so that way she hopefully will recognize. Good, there you go. And has to keep up a little bit more. Good girl. Yeah, you're doing so good. So all I'm going to do is try to introduce some artificial distractions with some smells in the grass to see if that helps. Good girl. Good girl. Good. Good job. Almost. Yes, good girl. So right there. Very good. Good job. She got a little excited, went a little bit too fast ahead, felt the pressure of the leash, and redirected back. Yes, very good. Good job. Okay. So as soon as that happens and as soon as she redirects, that's the time when I want to give her that confirmation that she just did the right thing. Right there. Good girl. Very good. And then I just start changing directions, going another way. Good girl. Yes, very good. As she gets better at this, you'll notice she just continues to pay more attention because that's how she knows that she will eventually get rewarded. And also, yes, good girl. Very good. And also, it's less interrupting for her walk to just follow me. Good job. Yes, this way. Good girl. So I'm just going in random different directions. Good girl. Very good. Good. And it's important that when you're rewarding her that she's paying attention to you and not the treats in your hand. Small thing, but you'll notice what I'm really trying to reward is her focus and attention. Good girl. Giving that continuous verbal praise and feedback really helps to encourage, good girl, that continued follow. Okay. So now we're getting distracted by more smells. Good girl, very good. And because we're mostly focusing on the leash work, that's when I'm gonna be rewarding her most often. Good girl. I'm still gonna give her praise, and periodically, maybe every 3 to 5 times when she redirects on her own and she's walking well, I'm gonna still positively reinforce that. But it's mostly, good girl. It's mostly that right there that we're looking for. And the reason why we're conditioning that specifically for Ruby is because of her leash reactivity. When she gets really excited and she sees a pup, we want her to be as sensitive as possible to when she starts pulling, so that way it also helps to trigger her to redirect back to us attention-wise. Yes, good girl. Good job. Good girl.